stages under the belt, it's still early days on the 2009 Volkswagen Rally. And although Vecken has the upper hand over his Toyota rivals, it is the production car of Charles Wilken who leads the way. After the break, the Volkswagen Rally swaps tar for gravel as the action gets dirty, and that's even before the rally reaches the Longmore Forest. Will Wilken be able to hang on to his lead? Will Volkswagen move closer to their dream of winning their own rally? Or will Toyota repeat their winning performance from last year? It's day one of the Volkswagen Rally. After 2 short stages on tar roads, we're about to hit the dirt. So far, Charles Wilken and his production car caught the competition off guard, but he has a string of determined S2000s breathing down his neck. The first gravel stage of the rally, Jachtvlakte, is a 17-kilometer affair on the outskirts of Uitenhage. The stage was recently scraped, making the surface smooth but also slippery, with stones and other obstacles waiting around every corner. Without any service in between, the cars will go straight to stage 4 at the Port Elizabeth Oval. The stage consists of 2 slippery laps of the Oval racetrack and another 8 kilometers of the surrounding dirt roads.
Running first on the road was now definitely a disadvantage. JP Damse and Andre Vermeulen set the first time of 11 minutes and 24 seconds in their Total Evolution Run-X, before also finding the Oval racetrack extremely slippery. Enzo Keen and Guy Hodgson were pushing hard in the BP Ultimate Polo and went 4 seconds faster than Damse on Jachtvlakte, but a conservative time at the Oval handed 3 of those seconds straight back to Damse. Jan Habig and Douglas Judd showed why timing the rally cars to the 10th of a second is now important, as their time was only 0.2 seconds slower than that of their BP Ultimate teammates. But on stage 4, Habig opened up the taps and recorded a time of 5 minutes and 53 seconds, a full 8 seconds faster than Keen. The stages were getting faster and faster, and Mark Clooney and Robert Paisley were flying. Split times taken halfway through stage 3 indicated that the Castrol Toyota Auris was on a charge, but a scary moment towards the end of the stage cost the pair some valuable time.
The right 8 opens. Comes the right 4 cut.
Fortunately, I overshot the corner, and there's a bit of a jump before, so we went right over the jump into the bushes onto the other side of the front. So
Cronje then also had to face stage 4 before the Toyota mechanics were allowed to attend to the problem. Inside the second Castrol Toyota Auris, there were no such problems for Johnny Gemmel and Peter Marsh. Gemmel crossed the stage 3 flying finish in a time of 11 minutes and 7 seconds to win their first stage of the rally. The Castrol Toyota driver then followed it up with yet another faster stage time on stage 4, albeit by only 1/10 of a second. On the first gravel stage of the event, Hergen Vecken and Pierre Aris pushed hard but could do nothing about Gemmel's stage-winning time. The BP Ultimate Polo was still second overall. On stage 4, Vecken was right on the pace, only losing 1/10 of a second. Charles Wilken and Greg Godrich surprised everyone by maintaining their overall lead after successfully completing the first gravel stage in the Sasol Konica Minolta Subaru. Wilken's good pace continued, and although he didn't win stage 4, he only lost a single 10th of a second to second-placed Hergen Vecken. It was a brilliant performance so far by the production car driver.
Right to the top. This is on your own. Yeah, the 5th block. Small crest, almost immediate turn, a very tight hairpin right, the 5th block. There's the arrows. And go left 4. Go left 4.
Behind the current leaders, a fantastic battle was developing between the rest of the S2000 machines. Japie van Niekerk and Robin Houghton were holding on to a fine 6th position overall in their new Africa Developments Toyota Run-X.
Remember, I told you after the left 6 at 120, double caution, right 9, bad rocks.
No, it's not rocks, it's bricks.
Oh, bricks. Shoot me for the wrong terminology.
Van Niekerk was ahead of the hard-charging Salon Blue Polo driven by Tiens Hubert and Henny Botha. Nicholas Ryan and Jeff Tyrer were slowly returning to form and marched on to occupy top 10, ahead of the Team Total Evolution Toyota Runnix of Fernando Rueda and Kobus Frey, who were still struggling to find their pace.
After 4 stages but just over 30 kilometers into the rally, the production car of Charles Wilken holds on to a slender lead over championship leader Hergen Fecken. Johnny Gemmel is in the perfect position to pounce ahead of Habich, while Mark Cronier drops down the leaderboard courtesy of a 1 and 10-second penalty for taking lateness. Before the Volkswagen Rally, the turbo Subaru of Charles Wilken was forced to breathe through a 32mm restrictor. But thanks to a dispensation from the organizers, the restrictor in the production car's engine was now increased to 33mm.
The car is going really well. The restrictor change has made a difference, and I think that wider power band has made maybe a bigger difference than I thought at first.
Wilken was leading overall, but as expected, the fight between Hergen Fecken and Johnny Gemmel was a close one, with only tenths of a second separating them.
The real rally is starting now.
Yeah, it's close. That first gravel stage was quite a stage.
It is finally time to hit the Longmore Forest, for many the real start to the rally. Culturama is a 19-kilometer affair, but on beautiful, fast and flowing forest gravel roads. It's the type of stage that requires high levels of both bravery as well as insanity, and will undoubtedly set the tone for the rest of the 2009 Volkswagen Rally.
It is still only Fernando Rueda and Kobus Frey's 5th event in the Total Evolution S2000 Toyota Runnix. The Spaniard still needs some time behind the wheel, but drove well on Culturama to record the 10th fastest time. Nicholas Ryan and Jeff Tyrer crossed the 19-kilometer stage in a time of 11 minutes and 37 seconds for the 9th fastest time. Current rally leaders Charles Wilken and Greg Godrich opted for a safer approach, perhaps a little too safe, and completed the stage in a time of 11 minutes and 28 seconds. It was good enough for 8th fastest, but dropped the production car driver out of the lead.
See Max 250 now.
Maybe I was too sideways, I don't know.
JP Damso and Andre Vermeulen were still fighting from first on the road. The Total Evolution Runnix found the conditions slippery, but still managed a fast time of 11 minutes and 24 seconds. But soon after, the Cape Townians' luck once again deserted him. On the way back to Port Elizabeth, the engine cried enough, leaving them stranded on the side of the road. It was Damso's 4th retirement in 5 events. Japie van Niekerk and Robin Houghton are getting faster and faster with every outing. The new Africa Developments Toyota Runnix enjoyed this fast stage, despite losing a rear bumper, and reached the end with the 6th fastest time.
C90, left 5 in. C90, pull your visor down. 90, left 5, right 6, left 5, right 6.
Enzo Keane and Guy Hodgson would like nothing more than to record their first podium finish of the season. The BP Ultimate Polo pushed hard on Culturama and crossed the finish in a blistering time of just 11 minutes and 14 seconds, fast enough for 5th.
80, flat crest again, flat Enzo, flat, and it continues flat, flat, 300, go flat.
The Castrol Toyota Auris of Mark Cronier and Robert Paisley had some time to make up after taking a lateness penalty due to their damaged radiator. The Auris was now fixed, and Cronier flew through stage 5 in a time of just 11 minutes and 12 seconds, the fastest so far. But just how fast could the rest of the field go? Jan Habich and Douglas Judd are both multiple champions. They are in a BP Ultimate Polo, and this is the Volkswagen Rally. So Habich pushed even harder for a remarkable time of just 11 minutes and 9 seconds, 3 seconds faster than Cronier. Going into stage 5, Hergen Fecken and Pierre Addis had a slender lead over arch rivals Johnny Gemmel and Peter Marsh. These two are not only in a battle for rally honours, but also for overall championship glory. Fecken's time of 11 minutes and 8 seconds was now the fastest so far, but would it be quick enough?
It's the first gravel stage, proper gravel stage, and I'm quite happy with that. That's not too bad.
Johnny Gemmell and Peter Marsh then really put the hammer down. The Castrol Toyota Auris won both dirt stages so far, and the long and scary Culturama stage was no different. Gemmell flew past the flying finish in a mind-blowing time of 11 minutes and 4 seconds to take the overall rally lead.
5 seconds quicker through here than Jan Habig, and he thought that he was going quickly. What do you think?
I think we're going a bit quicker.
From the daunting Longmore Forest, it was back to Port Elizabeth and the Nelson Mandela Bay for a blast around a short tar stage in front of thousands of fanatical fans. Traditionally, this stage at Kings Beach very rarely has an influence on the standings, but in a battle this close, a couple of tenths of a second could well make a difference.
With JP Damso now removed from the action, it was up to Enzo Keane and Guy Hodgson to be the first ones to entertain the large and enthusiastic crowd. Keane masterfully manhandled the BP Ultimate Polo around the many man-made obstacles, but spectacular is often not the fastest. It might have been a short 1.2-kilometer stage, but Jan Habig and Douglas Judd gave the rest of the field a driving lesson by setting the fastest time of 1 minute and 25.1 seconds. Time differences are usually very small on these type of stages. Less than a single second separated the Castrol Toyotas of Johnny Gemmell and Peter Marsh and Mark Renier and Robert Paisley, as well as the Sasol Konica Minolta Subaru of Charles Wilkin and Greg Godridge, and the Runix of Nicholas Ryan and Jeff Tyler. With Gemmell in the rally lead and already done for the day, Fecken and Aries would have to record a time of 1 minute and 23 seconds to take the lead. It was simply not possible, and the BP Ultimate Polo ended the day 3 seconds behind the Castrol Toyota Auris of Gemmell and Marsh.
This is the Volkswagen Rally, but as with so many times before, it's a Toyota that tops the leaderboard, albeit by only 3 seconds. And how fitting that the two main championship rivals are also battling it out for Volkswagen Rally honours. Habig is not far behind, followed by a great performance from the production car of Vulcan and the S2000 machines of Kuhn, Van Niekerk, Hubert, Ryan, Cronier and Rueda, who rounds off the top 10.
To drive a leading S2000 or N4 machine on the limit takes years of experience, as these expensive cars are at the pinnacle of South African rally. The final step before reaching the big time is Class A7 for front-wheel drive cars with 2-litre engines. This is where drivers like Fecken, Damso and Cronier learned their trade. Chris de Wit and Dean Redlinghuis are the current Class A7 champions, but the Total Evolution driver has had loads of bad luck so far this season. Their bad luck continued with shock absorber problems, but they still survived day one of the Volkswagen Rally and finished the day in third, exactly a minute behind the class leaders. Class A7 championship contenders Evan Hutchison and Alvin Kutsia set the initial pace in their team motorized Toyota Runix by winning 4 of the day's 6 stages. But the Runix broke a shock absorber which incurred 5 minutes of lateness and a subsequent 50-second penalty, dropping them to second in class. So on day one, Class A7 belonged to Stefan Wolken and Greg Gericke. The Panhard Seeds Triton Express Volkswagen Polo has won 3 of the 4 events so far this season, and with a nearly 50-second lead going into day 2, Wolken was on course to achieve his dream of adding another class win to his name. Class A6 for front-wheel drive cars up to 2 litres is Team Total Evolution Toyota territory. Class champion Craig Trott and Robbie Kutsia were once again as consistent as always and completed a tough day one, third in class, but the class veteran found himself more than a minute behind the class lead. The Total Evolution Toyota Runix of Rodney Versage and Kellen Swant were tied on class points, with the Toyota Auris of Mohamed Musa and Grant Martin going into this event. So with everything to drive for, these two teammates set off in what was a fantastic battle for Class A6 supremacy. So far this season, Musa has been setting the pace, but after the 6 stages of day 1, it was Versage who had the upper hand. His lead, however, was only 9 seconds, and with Musa determined to close the gap, the stage was set for a great fight on day 2. South Africa's entry-level class, Class A5 for City Golfs and Toyota Yaris's, is where tomorrow's champions currently learn the ropes. Former champions Gugu Zulu and Carl Peskin also lead the current points chase, but the engine under the bonnet of their BP Ultimate City Golf expired after stage 2. Current class champions Andre Kleinwerk and Des de Fortier seized the opportunity to take command of the class and managed to end the day with a 31-second margin over their nearest rivals. But behind Kleinwerk, there was an epic battle between a host of young and up-and-coming drivers. Cape Townian youngster Ashley Haig Smith and Hilton Orphy and their team React Toyota Yaris completed the day in second, exactly 0.5 seconds ahead of the similar Total Evolution Yaris of Vusi Mabanga and Sean Visser. Mabanga already has a class win to his name this season, but also had the Cecil Komatipoort City Golf of Piet Bakkes and Johan Oukamp breathing down his neck, only 1.6 seconds back. For the first time in many events, Cecil's Dave Compton and Pierre Jordan had some opposition in Class M3 for near-standard production cars. Compton has won all 4 events so far, but this time former Northern Regions rally champions Chad Lambert and Nick Prinsloo joined the party. Compton initially had the upper hand, but the engine in the Cecil Runnix cried enough after stage 3, leaving the Lambert Steel Runnix in charge of the class.
The sun is setting over Nelson Mandela Bay as the service crews scramble to repair and prepare the rally cars for the battles that lie ahead on day 2. Will Volkswagen achieve their dream of a victory on home soil, or will Toyota turn this dream into a nightmare like they've done?